Communications with the Wii remote have been interrupted. Not anymore. Welcome back to No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle. Last time we took care of 24. At least 26 bosses. Yeah. And now we're immediately jumping into a cutscene.
I told you last time about the gateways, remember? The second Akashic point leads to an even stranger place.
Intruder alert. Assume level 1 defense formation.
In daylight, it's only ruins. But when night falls, you can hear a woman's tragic scream. A cry so chilling that birds go mad, caking the ocean surface with their dead bodies, drowning themselves to escape her cry. Not all of the island's prisoners have been moved. You don't have to believe me. You can believe what you want.
Interrupting raid. Black Friday.
Never no chikara o omoishirasete yaru.
Oh wait, hold on.
Stop your next battle!
Check out the map and go when you please. Oh, and by the way, until you crack the top 10, you are responsible for all travel expenses. The association can't pay for everyone with the price of gas and all.
You got it?
Hold up, I'm shelling out all this cash and you can't spring for bus fare?
I'm busy. Got to go.
Don't hang up on me. Oh.
Raid? Late? Never.
Never no chikara o omoishirasete yaru. Zou! マキシマムドライブメモリの数が違うはさあ地獄を楽しみだ
Thank you, Green, for the raid. So I learned something while I was offline getting money and stuff. I learned that there's subtitles that you can turn on. And I feel stupid. Let's turn those on. Play with the cat.
That was close.
Hi.
Come here.
Green, are you muted or can I not hear you?
Damn it, I am.
That's gotta do it.
I wondered why you weren't responding. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Totally. Thank you for following.
Yeah.
Then again,
Yeah.
I was being
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw.
You were both rated. I was rated by Kyrie.
Oh.
I saw your tanks. Tanks.
That's gotta do it.
Look, you're not being used to that much
Close.
It's not gonna end well for everyone.
I was trying, like, looking at that mission. I was trying to think how. There were like with all those snipers, the fire bombers, the sword ladies, the chainsaw dudes. How are you supposed to survive? I mean, I guess you'll have to find out.
You can spit on blood ladies, you can also spit on dude.
That's gotta do it.
Yeah, have fun taking care of that. That's not even like near the end of the game. Well,
Yeah, I did the math, and if you keep going at the pace I'm going at, probably not gonna
All done.
Oh, whoa. Whoa.
what?
Nightbot just banned. Well, not banned.
Muted.
I'm muted.
Oh, wow. The hell?
When it's a temporary ban, you just delete what you said in chat.
I thought I turned. No, hold on. Let me fix this. By hand.
I know I had to help Stan with this. I think I turned off mine as well.
The question is how much. Log into Twitch. Where is spam protection? I have excess emotes oh, excess symbols right here. Disable. There you go. I already have excess emotes disabled, so.
I turned off most of that stuff because I figured the moderators could handle that.
Backdrop Finisher Edition. That's fair. You know, I could probably actually whitelist periods. Yeah, that does sound odd when you think about it.
I mainly just have Automod or Nightbot take care of stuff that would get me in trouble with Twitch, like, slurs and stuff.
This sets a custom message to be displayed when random users are punished for the spam. Leave blank to use the default messages, which are a randomly chosen Duke Nukem quote. I think I'm okay with that.
I was about to say, like, are they Duke Nukem quotes? Or at least isn't there a Duke Nukem quote in there somewhere?
Alright. But now it's time for our usual rigmarole before we go to the next fight. First we've got... That is. So let's take care of the new side job first. Even though, as you can see, I don't need the money, but I still like taking care of these.
Extra stuff off.
I have to go into space now.
Oh, that's my favorite place.
It's just jetpack. Is this just gonna be jetpack?
Like,
Like the rare game?
Yeah.
No. Maybe. No, it's definitely not jetpack. Hold on. Turn up green.
I like the pause menu in these mini games.
Try now green.
It now green. I know you didn't say it now, but close enough.
Is that better? Only slightly better. If I try turning you up. There we go. That might make it better.
I could turn up my mic, but again, whenever I turned it up to like 100, I had quotes in the chat saying I was based boosted. Which
Also,
apparently is very poor.
try turning it up in the there we go. Alright, there we go, that should work.
No
now
problem.
back to space.
Back to space. Oh yeah, I can see how quiet I am.
Gotcha.
I turned on the sound for a second. Yeah. So it's usually medium quiet.
No problem.
Usually having 50%. I'll try 100%.
So way louder. Alright, turn this down.
I turned myself up on my end.
Yeah, I think. Oh wow, I'm peaking on the mic. Turn me down a lot. Trying to at least get it so the bar is mostly in the yellow for me. All right, next stage.
See, that doesn't tell me
No
anything,
problem.
so that's a bit unfortunate. It just tells me my volume.
All right. Gotcha.
It mainly just seems to be like me being quiet. I can hear the game and music playing whenever I turn on the sound. So someone with audio settings on Discord or mine,
No
but
problem.
I don't think that would be a problem. So I turn my mic up to max. And you can hear me, so.
Oh no, I'm burning.
No
Burning up.
Oh, don't touch the planet. That's atmosphere. That's bad.
Gotcha.
Did you ever figure out that the laundry minigame?
What laundry minigame?
The one that was like Tetris.
I remember I got that towel. Yeah, the towel minigame. I got that down. Remember? It was only one level though.
No problem. All right.
Well, given how difficult it was, I'm kind of glad that it was only one level.
Yeah, that's fair, you know?
One more stage.
Gotcha. All right.
Speaking of retro games, see the Game Shark challenge?
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that after this. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I don't know what I'm gonna do now, because I didn't do it when it first came out.
I mean, you know how much I like Mario World, so
Gotcha.
And I'd assume you know my
How much-
past experience with it.
yeah.
I don't
was,
hate the game,
I was there.
but I've had experiences with it, and
But didn't you take like an hour or two? Well, I just took 30 minutes.
that was because my controller was broken. But like, even taking that out of the equation, it also I don't hate how it controls, but I don't like how it controls compared to the other Super Mario games.
I wish more people made Mario Maker stages in World.
I don't like how well controls Mario Maker.
And I died.
No problem.
So is he actually in space right now?
Yes, I assume.
All right.
I mean, I'd be
No problem.
surprised by that if we didn't just have giant fucking mechs last stream. I was gonna say a serial killer, but that's a bit more reasonable. I wouldn't say more likely, I'd just say like more realistic, but like, you know, you can have a guy who just wears a mask, stays silent, and giant weapons. Burns out houses.
Get out of the atmosphere.
All right. No problem.
I don't know why that reminds me of the movie, not the TV.
Gotcha.
They both were good.
Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me, stupid meteorites.
You know, to this day, I don't know how or why we have a copy of the Soundboard Genius. Just know that we have one, and it's there. Oh.
All right.
Meteor just bopped me right back into the ship. Meteors are getting really annoying.
Yay, money regenerated.
Alright. At least 3 stages from that.
You know, I just realized I usually complain from time to time about randomly generated gameplay, and it's come to my attention just right now that I don't think I've ever played a roguelike before, which is that concept, but like to its maximum conclusion, where everything is random. The items, the level design, the enemies. Like there's a basic algorithm to make sure it's not too difficult too fast, but like for the most part, like games like Binding of Isaac and I think Rogue Legacy is another one, considering it's in the name. Most of those, there's not much control over it.
Alright, now we go to the lab to pick up some stuff. Then we'll go to the gym, then we'll buy some more clothing, and then we'll head off.
Ah, Ryan's gym. Didn't know Cerebro had a gym.
Yeah. Oh, it's you again.
That joke would be funny if the character had anything in common with the actual person I was talking about. But if I'm remembering who owns the gym as well as I'm remembering it, that's unlikely. Though Ryan has played the first one of these games, he might play the second one.
Yeah, I saw that he uploaded that.
I think he's finished the game. I think he's moved on to Pokemon and something
Dante.
else. Dante, right.
Yeah, Dante with NCS.
I forgot about that.
Alright. Time for the mini games, which means it's time for these mini games, which means it's time for me to save state and hurt my hand.
Yay, save states. I remember that I would be Final Fantasy V grinding sometime, but not right now, not on stream. I don't want to be distracted. At least I know where to grind this time. I don't have to ask you, because we actually saved where I was supposed to grind. Oh, I realized why you needed to. I was gonna ask why you needed to save, and then I realized, oh yeah, this probably costs cash, doesn't it?
Yes.
So if you fail, you just wasted money. Makes sense.
Stop speeding it up! God damn it! Can't go that fast, game.
I'm surprised he's so sad when you fail, when you failing ends up giving him more money. Maybe he knows about the save state, so he knows he's not really getting more cash. Just the same $80 for all eternity. God, that's a terrifying thought! You don't get a new paycheck, you just get the same paycheck for the rest of your life.
Gah! Hurts my arms.
At least it's not motion controlled.
Actually, I think I'd prefer this one to be motion controlled because it'd just be waving instead of mashing.
Would you rather play Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games? Oh, not Winter Games, the Summer Games?
Yes.
Because the Winter Games are pretty straightforward. You don't really have to do a lot of waggling. It's more just filtering
Damn
and
it.
whatnot. That's gonna be a terrifying day when I have to play and beat all of those games. Especially, why didn't they make one for the recent Winter Games?
I assume because the last one didn't do very well. I bet either that or they're waiting here so they can go all out for the Japan one.
No offense to Brazil, but the Rio Olympics kind of bombed themselves, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, there was also a bunch of other things out of Rio's control that made it kind of rough year.
Damn it! How do I keep aim like
Rio itself was not the best Olympics location, and we had one in Russia, for God's sake. Not that the Russia one was much better. Honestly, out of the years that the Olympic games have been a thing, you kind of, like, the first three were in places that were okay for that, like, China had a pretty alright Olympics, as far as I can remember, because I was like 2010. And I certainly don't remember any controversy coming from the Canada or London ones. So it was mainly Russia and Rio that had problems to my knowledge, but again, I was much older, so I was much more able to pay attention to that. I'm hoping that the one in Or no, so, the one in South Korea already passed, but I'm hoping the one in Tokyo doesn't have any problems.
Yeah, it sounds like Japan. It sounds like Tokyo's going all out for that one, but that's most of. Well, I guess it would make sense since they're already a country that most people are interested in visiting.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
Unlike Russia, who has like a lot of
No,
political
damn it!
issues with us nowadays, and Rio, which kind of had their own problems to sort out. Tokyo seems like a safe bet, from what I can tell. I'm not much paying attention to Japanese politics, but as far as I know, there's not really having any problems internally or externally like the last two locations we were at. Wait, no, I keep forgetting about South Korea. I don't think anything happened in South Korea.
You only remember the ones that have the Mario and Sonic games.
Yeah, I only remember the ones that happened with the Mario and Sonic. Otherwise, I would I don't know about the Wiener Games, but I would totally forget we had Olympics recently in China and Britain if we didn't have
London and
Mario
yeah,
games.
yeah, at London and at Soichi.
No. That's China is at Beijing.
Oh, right.
Sochi is Russia. I probably would have remembered that one because again, all the countries. And the one in Canada I would have remembered because like, Canada,
Oh, thank God, that hurt.
Hey, I know where people who were there.
I know a Canada.
I know a Canada. I mean, now I know people in Britain too, but like not at the time of the London 2012 Olympic Games.
Alright, and
Way before I joined John's Discord or any of the other servers I know British people from. I mean, I knew Corona, but she's Scottish, not British. It's not quite the same thing. In fact, it's almost certainly not the same thing, and I don't think any Scottish or British people approve of people calling it the same thing. To my knowledge, I wouldn't know. Is that basically the equivalent of calling Canada America, or vice versa? Or is there not really a good comparison for when it comes to America?
alright, well I super failed at that one. That was just for me to get down the pattern.
You know, another thing about, isn't there a lot of countries that just have odd relations to Britain? Not bad ones, just odd ones. Because there's America, there's pretty much all of the regions around it, like Ireland and basically all the United Kingdom. So like Ireland, Scotland, and I think Wales is in there somewhere. And then you got Australia as well. To a lesser extent France, even though that's not from Britain, it's just related to Britain. Not even related, but you know what I mean. They had some weird things back in the day. That's how like stuff like Canada happened. That's a weird way for me to phrase it. Stuff like Canada. You know, it's just a thing that happened. It's kind of there now.
Yeah.
I want to not preface the opposite of that and end this whole ramble to say that I mean no offense to anyone in Britain or any of the other countries I had mentioned. Even during the like weird Olympic Games rambles, like stuff like Rio and Russia, the Olympic Games should represent their people as a whole. Especially since most of the problems that happened in Russia were mutual with America and other places that had problems with Russia, so it's not entirely Russia's fault on that one.
Okay, we have to do this perfectly.
I can't believe he's fucking punching dumbbells. That oh god. That just sounds painful. If this wasn't in like 8-bit style, I'd probably just be like, oh, that looks terrible. So instead of leveling up your stats like in the RPG style, it's mini games.
Right.
Okay. That's an interesting take on it.
Oh, I guess I don't have to get it perfect.
You just have to get it mostly well.
Alright, let's go buy some
I
new
want
clothing.
to pump you up. That has got to be an SNL reference.
Right.
There's no way.
Alright, now we go to...
To add on to that, an SNL reference that I'm almost certain the localization team added. Because there's no way. It was it seems very unlikely to me that a Japanese audience would get an SNL reference. Ooh. Oh, I noticed you. I noticed your cash, by the way. Does changing shape change anything at all? Or is it just style?
It's just style.
Is it changing cutscenes too?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, purple.
Ooh, I like purple. That's why I like a lot of the Twitch Prime stuff, because it gives you like just I'll take it. He's like, hey, you want to dress up in purple? And I'm like, yeah, that looks really stylish.
Get the
Ooh,
sick visor.
I like the Cybercell one. Cybercell outfit. Oh yeah, I'm not trying to guide your decisions here. I just like some of these. Oh, you could theme the outfit? I know what I'm doing whenever I get this game. I am sure as hell getting that Cybercell full outfit by the time I get this game. Just grind up for it.
I'll take it.
There we go, that looks good. Let's go fight the next boss, I guess. Conveniently right over here. And it puts us over here. Infiltrate Prison Island. Alright.
Can you travel in this big overworld?
Nope.
Why is it there? Was there an overworld in the last one?
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of disappointing then, that they just kind of removed that. Is this... Oh my god, is this Metal Gear? Are we a Metal Gear now?
I immediately got caught. I don't stealth.
I think bring it on! That guy. I think this might be another where it's tries to be a stealth game.
Oh yeah, this is definitely.
Except instead of having a backup plan that you just use instead of your gun, you are the backup plan.
Oh, this is the new weapon. This is way heavier. But it one-shots the guy.
You know, I never realized until I just said that the way that Travis plays is basically a more advanced version of Jack. has more combo.
Bring it on!
I've got this magic attack. Because again, she's a backup plan. Everybody talks about Devil May Cry and Bayonetta.
Man, I got really lucky getting that triple cherries in a hallway filled with people with guns.
Fucking with me. Come and get
Travis.
Out of my way!
My money!
Dirt! Out of my way!
I didn't know we were playing Toy Match and Smash Brothers. Okay, but Travis would be with Smash Brothers. Like, there's a lot of people. If Bayonetta can make it in,
Come and get
Bring it on! Bring it on! Go!
That's the power of the triple bar.
Tiger until it wears off?
Yeah, making sure that I didn't miss anything.
Are there secret passages that Tiger can take?
No? Oh, hey.
Okay. That kind of makes sense considering how luckiest it is. Get it.
I can't slice through the door, that's kind of sad. Help! Yes, please, help.
Gotcha.
I'm covering myself up with the idea of him being smashed. Just imagine his ultimate, one of his ultimate costumes in that Cyber Cell outfit we saw. That would be too black. Close enough. The suplex I deserve is just that's a little what to not play myself.
Well, if you like 5, you could always play through the other one.
That's good. But I think when somehow a game structure.
Bring it on!
Yeah, it's the same. It is the same thing as the 5 though, where it's the bad mobile version. No, 5's on Steam as well. So yeah, it's the bad mobile port. There's the GBA version, and then there's the PS1 version, and there's the original SNES version. I believe the original SNES version is also on the Wii U Virtual Console. And it might be on the NES Classic as well, but that might be 4. Or sorry, SNES Classic. believe in the US it's called Final Fantasy 3.
Mario World, Mario Kart, Link to the Past, Street Fighter, Punch Out, Superstar, Final Fantasy 3.
That would be, I forget if that's 4 or 6.
I think that's 6.
I don't know, that numbering is weird, and I'm glad. I still don't get why they...
It's 6 because I'm seeing the name Sabin and Terra, and those look familiar.
I still don't get why they label the SNES version, still label the SNES versions oh, it's 4 and 6, or it's 3 and whatever.
But yeah, if I buy an SNES Classic, I get it as a gift, and fix my capture devices, totally fine. As well as all the other games. I haven't played much SNES. Oh wow, there's a... Oh no. I was gonna say, oh, there's a good amount of RPGs, that would be interesting, and then I scroll down, and right next to Secret of Mana and Earthbound.
Mario RPG.
No, it's not an RPG.
No, I said Mario, yeah, I said it's Mario RPG.
Mario RPG is also on there, yeah. But that's not what I was going start playing. I'm gonna stop playing that and stupid rules and those. It isn't as bad as Phoenix Crest as far as I'm aware, but
oh no. Demon's Crest is only bad for you.
I know it's only bad for me. It's so good for me, Goose. It's not even a Blues Crest or Blues and Ghosts. It's been a while since I played Blues Crest, so I don't have the best memory of it. I can remember, I never complained that it was unfair. Like, a lot of times when a game is unfairly difficult, I will immediately start complaining about it, but I also try...
You mean like Zombie Knight?
But I try not to give games that are fairly difficult in a way that I can understand. Just like one way. I try not to give games. The games like, say, Mega Man, that's difficult. Like, as long as you get the patterns down for the different bosses or enemies, you get the hang of it. They got that's why games like Zombie are like territory, because sometimes they do that and sometimes they don't. So it's mixed. Sometimes I'm having a fun time with a bunch of options. They try to make it like a puzzle or a platform or some other genre that it is. Oh, well, mechanics don't work for what we're trying to do. Why? It's so odd of an experience when you're playing games. You can't enjoy it. God, I need series or something. So I've been watching Dragon stuff and just, hey, I can probably do that every year. But I also... And also, don't want to bring it on!
Goodness, I keep getting tigers and bars. I keep getting cherries and bars. Yes. I believe you can get 777s.
Nope. Obviously does something, but I don't know what. That's enough. I like how the pizza is that.
Expect my quicker blade. We're probably gonna be facing a boss soon. In fact, there's a save point right there.
Take a dump. First thing I was like, what is this place? But I remember what this is. This is like a
Prison.
Yeah. Because that's why I said, oh, it's Metal Gear.
And then I immediately failed at the Metal Gear.
Yeah. Hey, you got a laser sword. Snake doesn't have it. Raiden maybe, but not me. Ooh, the mission. I got a lot of games I really need to play. You haven't noticed. I don't even think I had those
So the
lyrics, right? Isn't it
damsel's
nature,
in
not
here.
nation?
You said nature.
Oh, I did. Laser beams. Or web? Oh god. I mentioned
Chicks put out for
Spare
their
Girls
rescuers,
earlier,
right?
but this is actually kind of reminding me of a stage from it. Oh god. You don't have to actually deal with those lasers.
You know, you're lucky I don't have a bondage kick.
God, that's painful.
Well, damn. What was I thinking? She's definitely not a broad I'd want to hook up with.
Oh dear.
Don't say that, handsome. Actually, you're just my type.
Thanks. But no thanks.
You'd be even more dashing if you were writhing in agony. Come closer to me.
Huh?
Show me your face twisted in pain.
My body!
Alright, next boss.
You want me, don't
For a second, I thought you meant like she was dead and we were moving on to the next stage.
you? You want me.
Oh, that's
And I'm poisoned.
Come closer.
By the way, she has an instant kill. I believe it is when she said, oh, and I'm poisoned again.
Come closer.
Hey, very tough style. Give him that. Oh,
Come closer.
max battery, extra crank.
So.
Pretty life of their health.
So.
Seems like a good way to organize.
Come closer. More. You're finished.
Well, she's a lot more difficult than the previous couple bosses. I'll give her that.
How these people have
No.
flamethrowers,
They're assassins. They're gonna have weird stuff. What is that? It's a new one. Ow. And it juggles on the ground.
Oh god. Worms?
I don't know, but they're happening again. Gonna take this pizza. Poison again.
So. You want me, don't you?
Yeah, it feels like a weird scenario. It feels like I'm just sitting by at the sidelines. Like, hey, you fight that guy. I'm gonna just stay over here and support you.
She does a lot. What is she gonna do? worms again. Ooh, triple hit, but I didn't know she was doing the worms. Poison. Worms. Ow.
That worm attack is almost like a fucking bullet. Is there a jump?
Nope. I'm firmly stuck on the ground. I believe she's almost dead.
Can you imagine if the third game just added a jump and just like, finally, I don't know why I didn't do that before.
Goodbye.
Well,
Chloe Walsh, dead.
that's one way to do it.
What the fuck?
Travis! You are now ranked 23rd.
Cutscene.
Oh! No time for that! Hurry! You have to jump!
Gotcha! I'm there!
It was a load-bearing assassin. And the prison explodes.
Huh?
And he wins.
Oh, I just realized we are out of seats. Just swim back, okay?
Oh. We are now ranked 23rd. Let's save.
Travis, it's me. I have set up the next ranked fight. Things are a little different this time around. Anyway, come to my office.
Don't build things up. Just tell me already.
Oh, get your dumb ass to my office now.
Gotcha.
Man, look at all the stuff we got. Dance Death Parade and the Glastonbury.
You know,
Posters.
for such a badass assassin, he's kind of a pushover. Like he was just standing in the doorway and his little curtain was just sitting on his head.
Alright.
Happy cat.
I think you're...
Gene is happy now.
Alright. So let's do the usual cat stuff first.
That was close.
After every horrible murder, you gotta play with your cat. Is there a benefit to leveling up the cat?
I believe so. Other than...
Do anything with... Does it have to do anything with your tiger stuff?
I don't know. That's a good question, actually. I know it does something.
That's gotta do it.
But yeah, if they still sell us... If they still sell a Super Nintendo Classic, I might get one of these.
Super Nintendo is the Nintendo console I have the least experience with. Like Switch is close, but that's a newer release, so I've had less time to get acquainted with that, and I've still played more Switch games than SNES games, I'd say.
Gee.
The only SNES games I've played are any of the ones that came up during Game Sharks, and like maybe a few back in the day for ZSNES, back when that was a thing. Like I played some Kirby Superstar and some Mega Man 7, I suppose. But most of the other games, like Mario Kart, Punch-Out, any of the RPGs minus Mario, definitely Contra. I've never played those before. I've never played any Star Fox before, let alone the original two. Am I missing out on much? I guess, since it's space. Yeah, you know what? I don't even need to ask that question, because I like Rogue Squadron. If I like Rogue Squadron, there's a good probability I'll like Star Fox.
Now we do the massage, and then we're done with the cat for now.
Only $80. I like how they have developer interviews, and they have one with Sakurai over Kirby. You know, I'd never really realized it, but I haven't had a lot of experience with most old school Nintendo series. Because I haven't played a Star Fox game before, but I've also never played an F-Zero game, or probably a Metroid game before either, in full.
I have F-Zero GX on for GameCube, but I haven't really touched it.
I think the main series I've played, like, a game in full of is like Mario, Kirby, and then maybe Legend of Zelda, maybe.
Oh,
I don't even remember any of those games.
It's Scorpion time again.
Yay. Scorpion. I assume not of the Mortal Kombat variety.
Wish. Oh, it's an actual...
Oh, it's not 8-bit. Huh. You're stung by a scorpion. Wii games always had this weird look to me, because they look they look newer than like anything before it, but they look that's a bad way of putting it, but they don't look quite like older games like on a GameCube, but they also don't quite look like the newer series like on a like on an HD thing. They've got qualities of both, so there's kind of a weird
in between, yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? I kind of find that a bit charming for the Wii. I like that. That it's not quite one or not quite the other. It might be a bit of a detractor for some, though, since the graphics may look a bit tacky, both for the time and now. But I kind of like that.
Weird that they bring this minigame back out of all of the one. I mean, I guess the Coconut game, but they brought the Coconut game, but that was they didn't made an 8-bit version, but not the Scorpion one for some reason.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know how you'd make this into 8-bit, since you're exploring a big open area.
Big green Scorpion.
Wow, I am lagging behind. I just saw that Scorpion.
Amazing. You've restored my faith in mankind. Actually, no, I still hate mankind, but at least you're okay.
I can relate to that sometimes. Just like one person, just like, ah, hey, you're an okay guy, and I'm still cynical about everybody else.
I'll be right back. Just had to readjust real quick.
Alright. There's something I was gonna say earlier.
Oh, it's you again.
Oh well.
It's gym time.
Ah, this again. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. So, recently I decided to watch a few episodes of an old show I used to watch as a kid on Kids WB called Shadow and Showdown. And near the end, it has ads for Beautiful Joe show, which apparently means that Beautiful Joe aired when I was a kid watching Kids WB, but I never watched it for some reason.
I remember watching it and going, because Captain Blue Jr., if you remember from even the game, is kind of annoying.
Yeah. I was just astonished that apparently the show was on when I was a kid, and I just never noticed it. I watched all the other shows they had, Jackie Chan, Mucha Lucha, Teen Titans, just never Beautiful Joe.
Red Hot Rumble actually, like, there's a trailer in there for the second season that never got brought over.
Aired?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you didn't show it off because, you know, content ID and whatnot.
Yeah.
Or not content ID, but you know, copyright. Content ID is only a thing for YouTube,
buttons.
which I guess is still a problem for you since, you know,
I have to
you're
upload
uploading
these.
but still on Twitch as well, that's also a problem.
My brain forgot which button was the A button for a second, so I completely failed that one.
I still like how they how Twitch is like, well, I don't know what's gonna come of it, but like Twitch is asking about those watch-alongs, because if they release a feature that'll make that more convenient somehow, that'll be interesting. Like if you can connect your like Amazon or your Netflix or your Hulu, and then it could be like, oh, okay, you can stream it. Well, I doubt that's the case.
If I could do that, I would totally do a stream together of if like you could link your Amazon, watch Amazon, do a co-streaming of Amazon, or do a stream together of Amazon Prime, only stuff that's on Amazon Prime Video. I'd totally do that for Amazon writers.
I'm not sure what on Amazon Prime is something I'd do that for. There's probably a lot of classic cartoons. Let's see. Amazon Prime Video. What all do you have at your disposal?
Ooh, that
30
was
days free
weird.
of Prime?
Wait,
No thank you.
who was
I
that?
have Prime, I just don't have it plugged up to this
who?
computer.
That person? Nobody. He's just the
The
newspaper
Incredibles,
delivery
Ready
man.
Player One,
Taking the emergency exit
Quiet
for his
Place.
Hey,
I want TV
that's true.
shows though. Where
The
are TV
Paperboy's a
shows?
genius.
I know, right? Anyway, let's talk about the rules for your next ranking battle.
Rules? Something's changed?
Yes, The association resorts to this when there isn't much activity.
They're
in
really covering
surroundings,
like
or when there are
no
too
matter
many
what
strong
country you're
fighters,
in on
or
the
sometimes when we
stuff
just
for
get
kids.
bored.
You got stuff from like Britain,
A battle royale.
other.
Oh no,
European
100
countries.
assassins are gonna drop from.
A fight to the
No, it's just
death
12,
with
okay.
12 participants. If you win,
They got
you jump to the 10th rank.
Zathura and the Ant Bully.
That's a twisted way to do things. You agents are
I like
becoming as
TV
fucked
shows,
up as
though.
the killers you rep.
Oh, we've
Not
always
like
been fucked
children's
up, as you
children's
say.
TV shows.
We
Just
just wear nicer clothes.
Fucked up assassins working with
cart
fucked up
animation.
agents. Huh. Doesn't get any better than this.
Rick and
Will
Morty.
you be the last man standing?
No doubt. I'll kill
There's
them all in a
SpongeBob, I
flash.
suppose, as well as any other Nickelodeon show. I assume.
I bet you that they'll probably be limited to a certain type, probably like certain stuff that either they own or they got permission. Like, hey, so you probably couldn't do any of the stuff like Nickelodeon stuff, or
Probably not.
but you could do probably any of the Prime originals or
Maybe PBS stuff. PBS seems like they'd be down for that.
a message.
But yeah, if that's what they do, it'd be an interesting idea. And I'd be down for it. Prime Day deal start July 16th. Huh. Interesting. Who knows? Maybe I might get something special for my birthday because of this. Unlikely, but possible. Yes, a Tide dash button. What an odd idea. What do these do?
They instantly reorder something if you press them.
Oh, that is weird. There's one for goldfish?
The snack cracker.
I know, but like Doritos, Pop. Why would you need a button for this? Just buy them at a store.
Ooh, we've got our first revenge mission. Might as well take care of that too.
This is so weird. Huggies, what? Oh, this is a scary path I didn't think I wanted to go down. Thanks, Twitch. Thanks, Amazon Prime. But yeah. Depending on what they do with it, it might be an interesting idea. I just hope that it's like not too limited. I'd even be down for like not saving the VOD. That'd be okay. I'd like to save the VOD, but if that's what they're gonna ask, then sure.
I need the big sword. The big sword.
My main question with this, though, is like some people who do watch along stuff, whether it's on Twitch or Rabbit or a third-party site, they usually do like you talk in the chat. But what I want to do is like snark over it, like with audio. So, which one of those parties are they gonna go for? Are they gonna go?
I mean, you can do that with Rabbit.
Well, yeah, but most of the people who do like big watch-along events in chat, so people don't have a bunch of loud. But that's the thing. Are they gonna? If they do something along with this, is it gonna be something like just allowing streamers to stream said things with permission from the content creators, or is it just gonna be like hosting stuff, like how people usually do E3 or SGDQ if they don't want to commentate over it or be there? In the case of SGDQ, since you can't really commentate over SGDQ unless you're invited. But yeah, is it gonna work like restreaming, or is it gonna work like hosting? Is my main question. Some attention, but we'll have to wait and see. I would prefer the former, but I will take the latter if it is an option. Because I guess if the latter is an option and you just post it, you could like just click a thing to watch with your fans of a certain type, like either followers or subs. Subs is probably a more likely option, so you have to pay both Twitch and you for subscriptions.
So did you hear what John's next movie night's gonna be?
Oh, no.
It's gonna be Italian Spider-Man and it's either gonna be Italian Spider-Man and Street Fighter the movie, or those are two separate ones.
I don't know about Italian Spider-Man, but I'd definitely be down for some Street Fighter the movie.
I've never seen Italian Spider-Man, and I've seen Street Fighter the movie, and I'm interested in both of those.
Italian Spider-Man, I think it's interesting, but I don't know if I'd want to watch a full episode of it, because I think it'd be like Thunderbirds, where I watch it and like some of it's cool, but then like some of it's also kind of filler or not interesting. So it'd be funny in parts, but then other parts would be just kind of empty. But Street Fighter, I'm pretty sure from what I've seen of it, it's just it's like Double Dragon. It's bizarre all the way through.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm still glad that game got picked for that sub-minute, because I had a fun time, even though my first game got crashed.
I wasn't able to. You know, I was actually playing Use Your Words with Trevor. That's what.
Do you have that game?
I do have that game. I was planning on joining it, and then Trevor started a game with Use Your Words, and I thought, you know what? I'll probably have more of a chance and more fun playing this with the Ares Discord than trying to get into Duck Game.
I was looking to do the Duck Game for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'll join for that.
But yeah, the games I got to play with John were pretty fun. I liked being Temmie and having the support from being Temmie in the first one, and then once we turned mods off and I still got a chance in, it was fun. Tobias is good at that game though, so I didn't stand much of a chance, but I tried my best.
Are we just going to be doing revenge missions for the rest of this?
I tried my goofy bag best. But that game's fun. That game is really fun. And like, after playing it with some of the subs before the stream started, I was like, I will settle for just playing it with anyone, even if it's not John. I got lucky that I got in with John, because joining that game is a lot easier than, say, joining a Jackbox game. But even if I hadn't had that chance, and had that chance twice because of the Crash game, I still would have been fine just playing with other people, because, God, that game is fun, no matter who you play with. Like, even if they're the most skilled or the least skilled person ever, it doesn't really matter in Duck Game, because you'll just have fun from all the absurd slapstick. Like, even if you lose, it's usually in a comedic way, so you just can't really get that mad at losing, you just laugh at your death. And I like games like that, games that have a competitive atmosphere, but at the same time, some people take. I think Dive could also call them. It's so simplistically silly. It's still funny. But it's not any less exciting or any less competitive. It's just a laugh because of how absurd it is.
I'm just one-shotting all these guys.
I don't know what other games would fall under that. I don't know. Think of any games where it's like losing is still its own victory or some sort?
Nidhogg.
Oh yeah. Though, isn't there a 4-player mode or is it just like a tournament?
It's 2-player. Or I don't know. The new one, I haven't played Nidhogg yet. I could have had.
I think it is the tournament style, so like two people face off. And if you have more than 2 people there, it's like a bracket. But yeah, Nidhogg is definitely. I think most, not all, but most of the videos that I was gonna say most of the videos Donkey does that are competitive
Overwatch.
Yeah, games that really, like, games that are not like, oh, I lost, I'm gonna fucking get upset unless you're that kind of person. there's less victory. Well, not your friends can find you.
Is that multiplayer?
Yeah.
Bring it on!
It's not the most best competitive game, but it is definitely competitive. It's definitely multiplayer.
And it is definitely a game.
Las Vegas Taco Duck game. Oh god, that's good. I think the main mods that I have on the ones John had, so the Unfailing JoJo mods, but I also have Daniel Rabbit. That's what made me inspired. I want to play the Duck game where I play as like fucking Kaitomoda or Kononaegi or any of those various characters from those two games. Finishing time.
Wow, how many revenge missions are there? I feel like these were supposed to be interspersed and that they're just putting them all now.
3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna mess you up. Trouble in your
I'm trying to think of other multiplayer games to do for the summer. I feel like I have enough multiplayer games to play that. And I think what I'm going to do the multiplayer game. Uno, that's what
Oh yeah, Uno for like the third time.
I think I'm gonna do maybe the
Well, yeah, Hoover Dead just got a Monster Prom update.
Oh, that was a while back. They also have a Monster Prom. When I said Monster Prom update, I meant Monster Prom update. They got one for summer with this new situations and outfits. But I'm not sure. I got a lot of multiplayer games. I'm not sure if I'm going to take it into August either. Bring it on! Because August is going to be July. I don't have like my birthday. That's a psychologist day after my birthday actually. I'll probably make up Final Fantasy sometime, but I don't know about
Bring it on!
I got enough games to quick look as is. I think I'll be fine. I might just wait on River City Ransom until you're ready for that.
Another revenge mission.
A lot of people want revenge. Or you want revenge on a lot of people.
A legitimate business.
Good cover. No one will ever find out.
I was just double checking to see how many revenge missions there actually were. There's 10. I mean, I'm glad I picked up the heavier sword because I can just cleave through most of the enemies.
Although that's kind of a big thing. It's just like most of the big stuff that I've been doing from college is going to be over. Banging Mamba, coming to a close. Rather than recur zombie night, but July later. Fantasy, whatnot. Moving on to other stuff. It's been so long. Whatever I've so far.
What the hell? Piece of cake. Bring it on!
I feel like I'm supposed to pace myself for these, but I'm just taking care of all of them now.
Is it hard to aim the sword cuts? I assume those are like more sensitive, like directions.
I'm using a classic controller, technically.
Yeah, I know. So like, is it different on classic controller?
I believe for classic controller it's high-low. Like higher the heavier cuts and lower the faster cuts.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Did this come out after the Wii Motion Plus?
Yeah, maybe. It doesn't have Wii Motion Plus support, in case you're curious. Yeah. These 3 gun guys here.
Out of my way!
I'm really afraid that there's only 2 now.
Out of my way!
1.
Fuck
0.
it! Special delivery! Fucking with
I'm gonna mess you up.
Die! You're a joke! Bastard! What the hell?
Goodbye. Whew. Oh, I guess I'm out of. Assassin of those for now.
No more revenge.
I guess we'll take care of this ranking challenge real quick. See what that message is all about that we got before we do the Battle Royale next time.
Gotcha.
You know, we brought up Amazon Prime earlier. Have you been paying attention to any of the Twitch Prime games at all?
I mean, I've been getting them. Most of the.
I know.
Gotcha.
I know fuck all about any of them other than Ernog. Most of them what?
Most of them I recognize and know, except for a few.
I remember I saw Battleship Brigade coming to Switch, and I was like, oh, that looks like a cool game. And apparently it's on PC too.
And now you have it. Free.
Yeah. I completely forgotten what I saw of that game. I think I saw it like last E3. Earnog's the only game I remember because there's apparently a mode where you can set certain things in the levels to like affect the music or whatnot. So like if an enemy goes to certain speed or speed up the music or certain events happen, he will change or
I
whatnot.
just got ambushed.
That's an interesting feature, but other than that, I don't really know anything about any of the other games. By the way, I checked those other games. At least I checked Twinkle Star Sprite. I still haven't opened Last Wave, but the other SNK games, and they also say dog as well instead of Twitch.
Kinda sucks because I want to play, like I said, I want to play Metal Slug 3 with you.
Yeah. I want to play Twinkle Star Sprites with fucking anybody. I don't know what this game is, but I don't want to go through it alone.
Well, I got some bad news for you. It's competitive.
I don't care. If someone else is going through it, I'll be fine.
I mean,
even though I'll probably lose a bunch. There's a lot of multiplayer games that I don't understand why they aren't properly the main one I saw was Tumblestone and Treadmills. But all the SNK games. What else has multiplayer that doesn't really have it? Well, Streamline, obviously, but that's more on,
Gotcha.
we already talked about Streamline. We talked about Streamline last episode.
Gotcha.
Civ has multiplayer, don't you? Civ is rather infamous for its multiplayer, I think. Those might... Oh, well, Drawful, but Drawful doesn't count. Actually, no, it kind of does, because it still has to connect to Jackbox, and that works.
Hi. Can I call you Travis the Great? Travis Ravenous? Cool Hand Teasy Greasy? I'm sorry. I've always been a fan.
What? A fan? Of me?
Yes! I watched your fight with Charlie, too. Oh, you were hardcore. So cool. Oh, no. Oh, I feel really nervous. I think I'm gonna puke. OMG, I bet you hate girls who puke.
Never really thought about it.
Don't stare at me. You're staring at me. If you get me preggers, promise you won't ditch me, okay? Anyway, I wrote down all my feelings in a letter. Here, take it.
Your, feelings? So this is a love letter?
Take it, or I'll totally die.
Okay, thanks. I could use a dose of innocence. That last fight got a little sick, even for me.
Aren't you gonna read it?
Huh? Read it? Now? Here?
Yes! You have to read it out loud, just for lulz. I wrote a song dedicated to Travis the Great. So you read and I'll play it on my flute, okay?
You're joking, right? Read this here?
Here we go. Get into it.
To my dearest Travis the Great. Hi there, Travis the Great. I am the girl who loves you the most in the entire world. But in order to prove that I'm your #1 fan, I need some kind of evidence. Because no matter how much I insist that I'm your #1, any other chick or bitch can approach you and say the exact same thing. That is why I've decided that I should become strong. By doing so, I knew that someday I'd be able to get closer to you. Putting my title as Travis the Great's #1 fan on the line, I embarked on this path and ended up winning the National Student Assassin Championship. I really did my best. But you know, in hindsight, it was a cinch. I guess I'm just blessed. I could master in one day techniques that would take others years to do. Pretty awesome, right? And then I got greedy. a new urge, a vision, that just maybe I could win a fight against Travis the Great. Now my goal is to behead Travis the Great, therefore surpassing my hero. Oops, did I actually write that? It's kind of embarrassing, you know. Well, anyways, I've made up my mind. I made an oath. I won't be killed by anyone. I shall defeat Travis the Great in battle. Only then will Travis the Great become mine and mine only. Love, Travis the Great's #1 fan.
Travis the Great. Travis the Great.
Owl. Okay, so much for the dose of innocence. But you've got the bloodlust. I'm sure about that.
Yeah, I'm legit and way tougher than I look. So, don't hold back, okay? Because one mistake and you're
Oh, Jesus.
for real.
If you're trying to give me a headache, it's working. Now it's lesson time.
Here we go.
And now it's blue for some reason. Oh crap!
Show me what
Are you still there? Did you accidentally mute yourself again?
Yeah. I was trying to be quiet and touching. Now we're Star Wars.
Bubbles!
Oh, bubbles.
Show me what you're made of. Show me what you're made of. Show me what you're made of.
Oh, the dad. Can't crouch that. Alright, thank you. That seems like something
Show me what you're made of.
Legendary trope, as it were.
I don't know if this character counts as that though. It's just I don't know, I'm
I
not
usually put that name on just an umbrella of like, are they murderous? Do they really like a person? That would be it.
To be fair,
That's it.
she became murderous to not that she I don't even know.
I think the proper definition is like if they want to murder people to get rid of the person themselves, but I think it can be so I think it's possible to do that, but I'm not the best at animating. I'm not quite sure what I see the way it is, or any other type of very gray, but it's one-sided maybe. I don't know. I watched like most of them weren't
I don't know, I watched like the first 3 episodes of Assassination Classroom for some reason. It was interesting. I'm probably not gonna watch it, but at least like the main character.
See, my main issue with the premise is just like it's gonna end like one of 3 ways.
I mean, yeah, knowing how it's, assuming that it's gonna end like, yeah, murder happening, but I mean, you could say that about Danganronpa.
Yeah.
You can assume that murder's gonna happen at some point.
Danganronpa can also fall into this, but like any of like I'll get to how Danganronpa sort of fits into this after I explain how I feel that I set So, like, with the premise, he's gonna destroy the world unless a class of dropouts beat him in combat. The thing is, it'll end one of 3 ways. Either they do end up killing him, and that's it. He ends up destroying the world, which is not there either with the premise. Or like, he gets so attached to the class or vice versa that he decides to either extend or drop his deadline entirely. So, all three of those endings sound very different. Like, I guess Joe and Danny would be the most rewarding of the three, but like, then what? Then like the second season, then what? The protagonist is dead. And Danganronpa kind of fits into this, but only like, I'd say...
This is a real
to a lesser
fight,
extent.
with real
like,
consequences,
in 2 and 3,
sweetheart.
you can assume things will go... Oh, fuck. Cutscene. I'll save it in a minute.
I mean, there's subtitles now.
Yeah, but I don't...
Travis.
Oh. Oh, dear.
Give me hell. KO.
Screw this. I can't kill a co-ed. Come see me after you graduate, and I'll school you again.
Alright, I guess that's it for today. We had a bunch of killing. And some not killing as well.
But yeah, to make a long story short then, so this doesn't extend the stream too much, Danganronpa, to a certain extent, follows a formula, so in the other 2 games after the first one, you kind of know how it's going to go. And while it still subverts expectations better than any of those Assassin Classrooms hypothetical endings, it still ends with the basic, like, oh, you gotta find the mastermind and solve all the end mysteries. So, it doesn't quite have the same amount of that as Assassination Classroom, and I'm assuming Assassination Classroom also doesn't end as straightforwardly as I'd think. That's the main reason why everyone likes it so much. I'm just making assumptions based on what I've seen so far of the premise. But yeah, I can see why I could see if someone thought the same thing of Dangan, other than maybe like the Danganronpa 3 anime, because that's a kind of separate deal.
Alright.
It's complex.
Time to end the stream. Who are you?
I'm Green Power Star. I play video games.
I just remembered I'm gonna do the Game Shark challenge after this. I mean, that's not gonna take too long.
I think I'm gonna stick with what I had planned and either do it like at the beginning of next week or the end of next week.
Right, because you said this was the final challenge for this season?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, and then in terms of this stream, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 to 6 Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday, Thursday is currently Final Fantasy... No More Heroes 2. Friday is Final Fantasy 7. Special Saturday, Sunday streams that happen whenever for Final Fantasy V Forge Up Fiesta. Tune in after this, a bit after the stream goes offline for the last Game Shark challenge for Season 2. That will be fun. Well, I'll have fun. Then again, I like Mario World. So yeah, until next time, good night everybody.